Hello everybody. So I decided to record a video today, and today is kind of a weird video. It's a really cool minigame I used and made that is like, server quality. Everything is done automatically. There's a little bit of redstone involved, some command blocks, and it's pretty simple game. It's a lot of fun too because you can add like modifiers on it. You can give players wooden swords, give them speed, regen, anything you want. So I'm going to quickly show you how this works. So right here I have a little spawn area, and here's a pressure plate. So normally I'm going to have it whenever this entire thing is done, where you spawn, at this coordinate about right here, 155. So then you'll fall down here, activate the pressure plate, it'll disappear, so you can't send any more circuits into the system. You'll hear a few clicks, and then at the very end you'll hear a little ding, and then there you go, and then the walls fall, and then it's, just see who can get to the end first. So this minigame, is a lot of fun to play, and even if you build a maze, you still get lost in it. I promise you that. There is a lot of ways that there are to build this, because you can build it big, you can build it small, you can build it like whatever minigame size you want. So for the sake of this, I'm gonna find where the end is over there. So we're gonna hop right here and go down this little way all the way to the end, and then right here is the end. So whenever I get on this gold platform, it should teleport me outside and make a really cool like level up noise. So there we go. And then I like to have command block output on. That is kind of debatable, so I can see if things worked or if they did not. But after this minigame is done, I'd recommend you do /game rule command block output, so that whenever a command block goes off, you can't see it. So false, that'll make it so the entire game is run seamlessly in the background. You can't see anything, but I like to have command block output on. So I'm going to turn that back on real quick. And then another thing you might want is coordinates, which are up at the top left right there. It says position 192 for -29. That is going to be important, so you can find which blocks to set on and fill from coordinate to coordinate to make everything work seamlessly. So that is a quick description of the game. I'm going to hop right into a new world and show you how to build it. And this thing is pretty simple. The command blocks underneath might look like a lot and really overwhelming, but it's really simple. So I'm going to go into a new world, and I'll see you guys as soon as I'm in there. Alright, so I'm in the new world. As you can see, completely flat, I'm at 0, 0 right now, and basically the center of the world. So I'd recommend going in the direction of positives so that it's a lot easier to type in the command blocks. So I'd recommend going out about maybe 250 blocks. That sounds like a good number. So 250, and then let's get the first number to 0 so that we're lined up with spawn. Alright, so here is your center block right here. So to make things simple, I am going to build the spawn first so that we know where our central point is, and then we'll start from there. So I'm going to speed up the video as soon as I can get this spawn done, and I'd recommend making the floor about this big so that your players have space to spawn and your doors will be 3 by 3. If you really want, you can make, the spawn a normal 3 by 3 square with your 0, 250 inside the middle, but that's it feels a lot more cramped in there. So I just recommend making a 5 by 5 square and then making your floor base this big. So I'm going to speed up the video, make a cool little time lapse of building up the central spawn, and I hope it looks well. So I'm going to build up the spawn, and I'll see you guys when I'm done. Alright, so here is the main central area of the map that I'm going to build. It looks okay. I think it could have been a little bit better. I'm going to add a few more things over here. So this thing is not the best. I think it could have been a little bit better, but this is a tutorial and I didn't want to take too long, so I'm going to get straight on with like the map building part. So here's the center, and then the rest is decently simple. So I'm going to clear my inventory, and then you want to get these things. So I'd recommend oak logs with the texture on top, and then the oak leaves. Dark oak leaves, I don't think those look very good on top of the oak in my opinion, so I'd recommend using these. So to build the maze part, it's relatively simple. Make sure you build in blocks of 3 like this, like right here is a 3x3 area. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3x3 area right there. So that's what you want to build in. So that would be a 3x3 area. Then you could come out like right here, and then this would be a 3x3 area right there. 3x3 area, and then there's another 3x3 area. So just build in these blocks of 3, and it's really easy to mess up, so don't take it too seriously if you do mess up, because it's probably going to happen unless you're, like, you know, placing down these blocks to visually see what 3x3 looks like. So that's what you want to build in, and I'm going to time-lapse again of the maze being built, and I'll see you guys at the end, so prepare. Alright, so right here is the layout of the maze I decided to make. This is relatively big. I think I got kind of carried away on this side and realized, oh crap, I have to do some more on this side. And this is not like the circle that I told you to do, but that's alright. So I'm just going to completely skip the one part where you put leaves on top of the wood, and I'd recommend doing 3. You can also just do 2 on top because, you know, you can't jump over and see it. I just think 3 looks... I don't know how to describe it. I think 3 looks really nice for a hedge, so I'm just going to completely skip this part because this is pretty self-explanatory. Just fill up everything with the leaves, and if you really want to add some more, you know, confusingness, because you can't see through the leaves, and I expect people to like try to look and see through the leaves, but I don't know where they're going to find it there. But what you can do is make some parts of the hedges deeper, so, you know, do this. It makes it a lot harder to see through the leaves, almost impossible to see through the leaves actually, and then you can do that if you'd like. So I'm gonna skip this part, and then show you guys how to do all of the coding down there and how to make the end. So as you can see, there's no end, and I'll find a place to put an end, which probably not right there. I'm probably going to close that off because that's a really, really easy path to get to the end. Probably somewhere over here because this area is larger than the other side, but that side has more turns and stuff. So somewhere in that area, and then we'll get going from there. So I'm going to finish this, and then I'll see you guys when I am done. Alright, so this took me about 10 minutes. I have all the hedges up. the hedges have rised. And now it's time to get to all the command block stuff. So the command you're going to have to know is going to have to be /fill, /setBlock, /test4, and /placeSound. So if you don't know how to use any of those, or your knowledge is very limited on those, I will show you how to use them. It is relatively simple, and I think I'm going to put in my ending now. So I think I found a good place to put my ending. I'm going to grab a gold block to clearly show that that's the ending. I like right here. So I want to put it back here and fill this in because I overestimated. Alright, so that is a very tough maze, and not gonna lie, even I would probably get lost in this. So a few disclaimers that I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video is these do not need to be as detailed. This could just be a big stained glass box if you'd really want it to. It doesn't need to look like that. I just like to make it look nice because it makes it look a lot more professional. So I'm gonna clear my inventory again, and then I'm gonna put everything in my inventory that you will need. So the first thing that you're gonna need is a command block. So you can't get this inside the creative inventory. As you can see, when I type in command, nothing pops up. So what you're going to do is do /give @s, meaning yourself, command underscore block. So this will put it directly into your inventory, and if your hotbar is full, it'll put it up here inside of your other inventory. So now that you have that, I'm going to show you the other things you need. So you're going to need redstone dust, redstone repeaters, redstone comparators, actually no, not comparators, don't know what I was thinking there, and a block of redstone. That is probably it. So what I'd recommend doing is going underneath your spawn, going in the middle block, and going down into bedrock. So now I'm going to dig out a room that is decent sized, and then I will see you when I am done with a decent sized room. Don't make it too big, just make it, you know, maybe 10 by 10 blocks. So I'll be back as soon as it's done. Alright, so I have a decent sized room right here. A lot bigger than 10 by 10. So let's get right to the redstone stuff. So I'd recommend breaking a hole right here to get, you know, down and up easily. And then also recommend getting a weighted pressure plate that matches the floor, or you can just get a wooden pressure plate depending on what you like. So any pressure plate will work, including the light ones. So this is what, but I recommend putting a pressure plate in the middle. So after that, you want to put on a command block that'll get power when the pressure plate is pressed, and get the coordinates of this block right here. So to know which coordinates you are on, you're going to need the coordinates on. And to do that, you can either go into the settings or do /game rule. I wasn't even typing, /game rule show coordinates true. So that'll show your coordinates, and then keep in mind the coordinates are not the block you're standing on, they are the coordinates of the blocks at your feet. So this block right here is at my head, so I'm gonna write that with dirt, and then this one's at my feet. So this block right here, if I brought this over into my feet, that would be the coordinates I'm at. So what you want to do is put a command block, or get the coordinates of right here. So it's 0, 1, 250 for me. It will vary for everyone, or if you flew the same coordinates I was at, it'll also say it for you. So it says 0, 1, 250, so I'm going to put that in there and type /set block 0, 1, 250 redstone underscore block. So that'll put a redstone block there. And then I'm going to take redstone and put them like this so that they will go in every direction. So now that you have this, when the pressure plate is stepped on, everything should be powered. So let's test that real quick. Yep, just as expected. The redstone block is placed and everything is powered around it. So now what you're going to have to do is take repeaters and get the coordinates of the walls so that they will disappear after a certain amount of time. So what you want to do is, I'd recommend not putting anything on one of the sides of the redstone block so that you have room to do this. So space out your command blocks. You're going to need 4 because there's 4 walls. And then what you're going to want to do is get the command block to put this wall to air, all 4 of these walls. So to do this, you're going to have to use the /fill command. Because if you're going to do /step block, you'd have to have 9 command blocks for each block. So to get the coordinates of this, you're going to have to go get the coordinates of one of the bottom block, and then go to the opposite side and get the top block. So it'll be every single block from that block to that block. So you're going to go over that many blocks and then come down that many blocks. So those will be the blocks that are affected by that command block. So first we're going to get the coordinates of this one down here. It also doesn't matter if you mess up the walls, because they will get replaced at the very end. So I'm going to get the coordinates of this block. So 3, 4, 251. So let's come down here to, and let's say /fill 3, 4, 251. And then come up here and get the coordinates of this block right here. So let's pop up one and then 3, 6, 249. So let's come down here and then 3, 6, 249. So that entire wall will be selected with these coordinates, and then you want to do air, so that it'll replace all those blocks for air. So let's remove this. Actually, no, keep that there because that doesn't really affect it right now. Do that. It should say that, and then this entire thing should be gone. So we can repair that, and then now you have this area of one of the walls open. So you want to do that with the other 4 walls. So I'll do another wall just for demonstration. Let's see here. 1, 4, 2. What was that again? 1, 4, 253. So come down here and do /fill 1, 4, 253. Pop back up. Let's check it. Alright, and then come back up here. -1, 6, 253. So -1, 6, 253. Air. So then that'll completely remove all those blocks, as you see. And then you want to do that with the other 2 walls. So you're going to do that real quick. And a disclaimer is that you want to get these coordinates right, or else you could end up messing up a large chunk of the maze. So I'd recommend taking your time on this one, even getting a notepad and paper and pencil to write down your coordinates and then put them in the command block when you are done. So I'm going to do these other 2, and then I will see you guys after I have all the command blocks filled out. So I'm going to do these real quick, and I'll see you in a second. Alright, so I have these walls filled out, and I'm going to demonstrate this right now. Let me just fill these all with any block, because these will get destroyed in a second. Alright. There we go, we have our walls all set up, and then when we come down here and activate all of these command blocks, it should say 9 blocks filled 4 times, and then all the walls are gone. So what we're going to do is put repeaters going into all these, and then connect them all with redstone dust. So we're going to have a countdown, and like, you know, it'll be like the circuit, which is like the little click, click 10 times, and then the ding, which will then put like a redstone block right here, activating all these and destroying all of the walls. So now I'm going to work on the circuit. So we'll probably just do that over here. So I can probably start it right there, and then dig out a large corridor going this direction, probably this far. Let me get it. Probably about this far. That's probably good enough. So once you have a corridor like this, you can start putting in the repeaters. So let's start putting in the repeaters. Alright, so 1 repeater, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Bring it around. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So you have 20 repeaters down, and put them all on 4 ticks delay. So bring them a little slider back to the very furthest it can go. Just like this. So I'm actually gonna clear the weather so we don't have to listen to the rain while we're down here. There you go. So 21, just like this. So then you want to put a redstone dust right here, and you can make a corridor that goes this way. So this will be used to store all of the functions that happen after the 9 seconds or so, whatever this is. So I'm going to bring a redstone dust to the very end of this, and then we can put down a little clock right here. So this will be used for the clicking sound. So to get the clicking sound, you're going to have to take a note block and glass. So this is relatively simple. Take the glass and put the note block there, and then you have your clock that starts when the pressure plate is pressed. So I'm gonna go and get the timings for these repeaters. I know it's 2 max tick, and then I think this is 1 tick, but I'm gonna go check just to be safe. Alright, so I was right. It's 2 max and 1 short. And then I also move this canal back with 1 redstone dust right here to ensure that it'll go and make the sound it wants to make. So power this. Yep, that's the right click sound you want. And then here will be your redstone clock. So come over here and put in 2 repeaters that go like this, and set this one to, I'll just set it to max just to be safe. Actually, no, we're gonna set it right. Yeah, max, that's fine. So this will be to place down a redstone block and remove it really fast. I don't know what I just said. Really fast right here so that it'll make a clock. And then down here, we're going to make it so that it removes one of these pieces of redstone dust to stop the clock, and then it'll put it back. So we're going to, in the first one, put the redstone block right here. So get the coordinates is -1, 3, 244. So slash set block. Let me get the coordinates again. -3, 1, 244. Redstone underscore block. So that'll put a redstone block right. I'm gonna remove this just to do some testing. Yep. Alright, so now that you have that, you want to get the same coordinates. So -3, 1, 244. So slash set block. -3, 1, 244 air. So when we power this, it should start a circuit. Oh, forgot to put that redstone dust back. So put that back, and then here we go. So, yep. There you go. That is your 1 second countdown. So then you have that, which will power as soon as the pressure plate is pressed. So you want to make it so that it stops at 9 seconds, and this is the 9-second delay. So I'm going to put a redstone repeater going right here, and it'll be going, I think this is right, yeah, just 1, alright. And then we're going to take one of these redstone dusts, -3, 1, 248, so slash set block, -3, 1, 248. Let me make sure that's right so I don't accidentally remove something important. -4, 1, 248, right? Yeah, -4, 1, 248. 8. Air. And then you want to put this at max delay. Actually, you want to make it longer than this, just in case it's in the middle of finishing something. So that is longer delay than the 1 second is. And then you want to get that same coordinate, -4, 1, 248. So slash set block, -2, or -4, 1, -4, 1, 248. So after that, you want to put redstone underscore wire. Now, the game is weird like this. It does not call redstone dust. It calls it redstone wire, but in your inventory, it's just called, actually, it's just called redstone. So redstone wire, there you go. It will remove that and then place it. So let's test it real quick. There you go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, we need one more. So I'm gonna put one more because this will take a bit of testing. So then you have 22 repeaters in total. And let's try this one thing again. Alright, so I was not counting, but that's okay. So we have to take this and make it another tick longer, or another repeater. So let's take -4, Oh, and don't make any typos. If you make any typos, it will not work. -4, 1, 248. So slash set block. -4, 1, 248. Redstone underscore wire. So let me remove this so that it stops ticking. Put this back down. And then, yep, it stops, and then it gets placed back. So let me count, make sure this is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Okay, that's what we wanted. So then we're going to take this, go back 2, full tick repeaters, and then 1, 2 tick repeater, just like that. Put down a redstone block, and then do slash play sound to at a random dot chime. So let me make sure this is right. Slash play sound random dot chime to at p. Alright, so that is, wait, random dot chime at p. So let's test this real quick, make sure it works. So we have our countdown timer right there, and then right over here, it should indeed so I am unsure of why it doesn't play the sound. I'll have to figure that out later. But if you really want, you can change the settings and make it so that it does 10 ticks like that. But now we have to make it so that this gets from the redstone block right here gets removed. So we're just gonna make it so that this coordinate down here, which is 0, 1, 250, so slash set block 0, 1, 250 air. So that'll remove this redstone block and make it a nice quick signal. So then we also have to throw down a redstone block right here. Actually, what I'll do is do this at full tick delay so that we remove this redstone block. So get these coordinates, -5, 1, 253. So let's come down here. Slash set block, -5, 1, 253. Redstone underscore block. So -5, 1, 253. Let's go make that sure that's right. Yup, and then we're gonna do slash set block -5, 1, 253 air. There we go. Now it will remove this block, and then all the walls will fall. So let me test this real quick, and then that's will be like part 1 of how to make the maze minigame. So let's test it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright. So I'm going to fill in all the walls and give one final test to the maze minigame, and then we'll see if it works. Alright, test it one more time. There you go. So this all falls, and then the game starts. So I'm gonna go and find the sound for this real quick, and then I will be back, and then we'll fill in that command block, and then that'll be the end of episode 1. So I'll be right back, and I'll get the command. Alright, so I figured out the problem right here. It's not random.chime, it is actually note.chime. So make sure you type that in. and then do @A so that it plays to all players. So come up here, I'm gonna give it a final test. So we know that these walls work, so we're not gonna fill those back in. There you go. So as you can see, it does indeed work fairly well, except we need to make it so that that ding happens right when it's supposed to. So what we can do to fix that is just do that, because it's a sim in line, and then do that. So actually, we'll have to do that. Alright, so then there you go. This is part 1 of how to make a maze minigame, and part 2 will be coming shortly, or it's probably already uploaded by now. So I'll see you guys in the next one. It's been Nick, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye!